So just like the Cincinnati and Tennessee Titan game, this one was also a defensive battle as well, except it was pretty much a defensive battle all the way through. The 49ers beat the Green Bay Packers 13-10 in Lambeau in what could be Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer and his final year as a NFL professional quarterback. But we'll see how that turns out in the offseason. I'm sure the media is going to be all over that one. But the story coming out of this game for me, for the Packers, was missed opportunities and mistakes. So, at the end of the half, Aaron Rodgers buys time in the pocket, hits Aaron Jones for a 75-yard gain up the right side of the field, and they're in their red zone. 1st and 10 at San Francisco's 14. Aaron Rodgers is sacked by Nick Bosa, but instead of being sacked, the ball gets knocked loose as well. So, it was also a forced fumble by Nick Bosa, and he knocks it loose with his helmet. Rather than trying to put more points on the board by getting a touchdown, Green Bay is forced to have a field goal attempt. But unfortunately, it was blocked by Jimmy Ward. They go into the half 7-0. Rather it being 10-0 or 14-0, the score stayed the same. And in a game like this where it was such a defensive battle and things were not coming so easily on the offensive side of the football for both teams, points were crucial. So that was a crucial possession. There was another point in the game where got back into the red zone, but San Francisco keeps them out and they're forced to kick a field goal. So it was 10-3 when they kicked the field goal. Special teams. You allowed Deebo Samuel to get off a 45-yard kickoff return, which helped put San Francisco in great field position. That led to their 29-yard field goal. And the biggest play of the game was the block punt by San Francisco. Jordan Willis powers his way through whoever the hell was guarding him, blocks Corey Boraquez, and it gets knocked into the air. It stayed in the air for like 3 seconds. And San Francisco's safety, name I cannot pronounce, picks it up, runs it in for the touchdown. Your defense played well. They played well the entire day. The entire night, and all that took, you allowed a horrific blunder on special teams to get San Francisco back into the football game and tie it up. Let's talk about San Francisco's offensive performance. San Francisco ran the ball 29 times for a total of 106 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, 11 for 19 for 131 yards with 1 pick. I did not like what I saw. I thought he had a pretty bad game. So back-to-back weeks where Jimmy has looked pretty underwhelming. I thought last week against Dallas he was bleh, nothing great but bleh. Last night he was worse. Had a couple of questionable throws that could have been picked off. There were some other missed opportunities for the Packers, but I'm not going to over criticize their defense too much because they played fantastic. So yeah, 11 for 19, 131, 1 pick. He was sacked 4 times. Offensive line struggled. Elijah Mitchell, 17 attempts, 53 yards rushing. Deebo Samuels, 10 attempts rushing, 39 yards rushing total. He was targeted 4 times through the air, 4 receptions, 44 yards. George Kittle, 6 targets, 4 receptions, 63 yards. Still waiting for him to have that typical George Kittle type of game. Although in Jimmy's defense, he did. George and Juan Jennings had 2 drops. And if George Kittle catches the pass he dropped, who knows what happens. Maybe San Francisco ends up scoring there like a touchdown. Defensively for San Francisco, Eric Armstead, 2 sacks, 5 combined tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 assists, 2 tackles for loss, 2 hits on the quarterback. He was phenomenal. Nick Bosa, 2 sacks, 3 combined tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 hits on the QB, and a forced fumble. He was fantastic as well. Samson Ebukam, 3 combined tackles, 1 sack, 3 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 hit on the QB. Dre Greenlaw, 6 combined tackles, 3 solo tackles, 3 assist tackles. Dante Johnson, 6 combined tackles, 5 solo tackles, 1 assist tackle. Fred Warner, 6 combined tackles, 4 solo tackles, 2 assist tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a forced fumble. This defense played well. The secondary played phenomenal as well, taking away the big plays that Green Bay wanted to make and forcing Aaron Rodgers to throw underneath, and doing a fantastic job at getting to the ball carriers and keeping whoever had the ball racking up yards after the catch. As far as Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, 20 completions, 29 pass attempts, 225 yards. He was sacked 5 times. That offensive line struggled as well. I thought he played, and he also had a fumble. I still thought he played well. Towards the end of the game, though, he did have some questionable throws. After that block punt, he tried to get it to Randall Cobb underneath. That could have been picked. And then he forced it down the middle of the field to Devontae Adams, who was double covered. So he just kind of felt that Green Bay just felt a little dejected. And whatever momentum that they had just left them. Aaron Jones, 21 12 attempts, 41 yards rushing. But he did have 10 targets, 9 receptions, 129 yards. His longest pass completion was that 75-yard play up the right side of the field. Not a very good, impactful night. A.J. Dillon, 7 attempts, 25 yards, 1 touchdown. He didn't do a whole lot either. So, once again, the offensive weapons for Green Bay didn't make the plays that they needed to help Green Bay win. Of course, you got to give credit to San Francisco's defense, but you need your guys to step up in situations like this. So it's like kind of like a theme where the offensive weapons that Aaron Rodgers has struggles, and they get stifled by defenses. Devontae Adams, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 90 yards total. Everybody else had like 1 target and 2 catches total. For the defense of Green Bay, Adrian Amos, 1 INT, 1 pass deflection, 5 combined tackles, 3 solo tackles, 2 assist tackles. Rashawn Gary, 2 sacks, 4 combined tackles, 4 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 hits on the QB. Also, Amos had 1 hit on the QB. Kenny Clark, 1 sack, 6 combined tackles, 4 solo tackles, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss, and 2 QB hits. So Darius Smith, 1 sack, 1 combined tackle, 1 solo tackle, 1 tackle for loss, 1 QB hit. He had a quiet night. Yeah, just the defensive battle all the way through. Not a whole lot to talk about offensively from this game. So now we wait on who the San Francisco 49ers will face. Will it be the Rams or the Bucks? I'm hoping to God it's the Rams because I'm tired of Tampa. We'll see. And we'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. That is my take on this game. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And that's it. I am out.